These long dog days of summer, I mean, we just made it through a heat wave. Mama was parched through this heat wave. I was hitting up Dunkin' every single day, and I will continue to probably for the rest of my days, but especially this summer. Dunkin' is helping everyone stay cool this summer with its lineup of refreshers. These drinks are packed with bold, fruity flavors and served ice cold. It's amazing. Dunkin' refreshers are the perfect afternoon pick-me-up. I like to start my morning with them personally, and then sometimes I go back for a second one because I'm just feeling crazy. They come in a variety of delicious flavors, including fan favorites mango pineapple and strawberry dragon fruit. And then for a limited time, there's black cherry and there's pink pineapple. I'm going to tell you something right now, and it's a bold claim, let me tell you, but I stand behind it. Pink pineapple will change your life. It is so good. It has me feeling like I'm sitting in a pool, resort side, just living, honey. It's so yummy. Try your favorite flavor with green tea, sparkling water, lemonade, or Dunkin's all-new limeade. I haven't tried the limeade yet, but I'm going to. Usually I get my drinks made with green tea and occasionally lemonade, but I do really like the green tea. Or if you don't want to build your own, try one of Dunkin's curated refreshers like the Cherry Lime Ricky or the Ultimate Pink Daydream. The Cherry Lime Ricky, scrumptious. I could drink like 3 of these a day. They're so freaking yummy. Head to Dunkin' today and find your favorite refresher. Dunkin' refreshers contain less than 1% fruit juice. Limited time offer. When it comes to online college, Southern New Hampshire University is so good, it's scary. Listen, the facts don't lie. SNHU has degree programs that fit your goals, online classes that fit your life, and real support at every step. And if that wasn't enough, they've got some of the lowest online tuition rates in the U.S. This is an airtight case, you guys. Visit snhu.edu/morbid to get started. That's snhu.edu/morbid. Chilling crime cases are mysterious, but finding coverage shouldn't be. With the State Farm Personal Price Plan, you have options and can personalize your plan to help create an affordable price so you can get back to cracking all of life's bigger cases. Talk to a State Farm agent today to learn how you can choose to bundle and save with the Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Head to statefarm.com to get a quote. Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state. Hey, weirdos. I'm Ash.
And I'm Alaina.
And this is Morbid.
The mini-sode.
The mini morbid.
Mini morbid. Mini morbid.
Hey guys, we're back.
What's poppin'?
Don't worry, mini-sodes aren't going anywhere. We just missed 1 week because it was a rough week.
It's always a rough week in this neck of the woods.
It is. We just
kidding.
had a tough week, so it was hard to get one out. But don't worry. From here on out, you're getting two a week again.
Mm-hmm. Here we are. We back.
I know people were concerned. They were like, whoa, wait a second.
What the fuck?
Where are the mini morbids going?
Give them back.
Don't worry, we're here. So because this is a mini morbid, we don't really do a lot of bidnass. We just like to jump right into it.
But
there is one little bit of crime news that I would just like to put out there because we will be following this story. It's interesting because there seems to be like a rash of these happening lately.
I know, this is kind of actually becoming like an epidemic.
Yeah, it's kind of scary, actually. This mother of 5 children in Connecticut has gone missing. She's been... 5 kids.
Oh, shit.
Been missing for like over a week. They just found out that she was going through a pretty like rough custody and divorce battle with her ex. There's a lot of money involved. There's just a lot of like messy shit involved. And they just found evidence. They're not saying all the evidence they found in the home, but they did find evidence to suggest that it is a homicide. They have not found her. They said they did find blood in the home that had been wiped up, but they're not releasing if it was hers or not. But it went from a missing persons case to a homicide. So you know there's something, obviously, to suggest that that is her blood.
Right.
Her name is Jennifer Doulos. I believe she's 50 years old, and we will follow this as we get more stuff.
And didn't you say it looks like he owed her family $1 million?
Yeah, the report just came out that he had owed her in-laws $1 million. And now the children are with her parents in New York, I believe, and they're under armed guard.
Jesus.
Yeah. So it's just a very messy story, a very interesting one. I would say I'm hoping for the best, but it doesn't look good.
No.
But we'll definitely update you guys because this is one of those interesting cases and it's kind of local to us. So
Imagine if you could loan someone $1 million and like not worry too much about it.
I imagine if you just saw $1 million.
I don't even think I've seen like $500 live.
It's like
Live.
It's the dream. It's the dream just to look at $1 million.
Can I just look at it?
Yeah.
Can I sniff it?
So let's just jump into the episode, shall we?
Yeah, because I don't know what you're doing. And
It's
that's
an
my favorite part.
I love that part. And it's an Alaina minisode. I think it might be a minisode. I don't know.
It's probably not.
It's probably not.
It's fine.
Hang in.
There.
So April 15th, 1995.
1995.
A year before you were born.
C.
Jennifer Morey, a young 25-year-old lawyer, went out for drinks after work. And she stayed out for a bit, just had some drinks. She didn't like go partying or anything like that. And she was a super successful, like very smart woman. She had just moved into this brand new apartment complex. Like she was really doing well for herself.
You said she was 25.
25 years old. Yeah.
Okay.
So she went out for a bit. She had some drinks. A friend of hers brought her back home and dropped her off at the Bayou Park apartment complex in Houston, Texas.
Doubt it.
No, she did.
I'm kidding.
I was like, no, that part's real. She really did. Now, she had chosen this complex specifically because it was huge on security.
Oh.
Like she liked, because she was living alone. She was a young woman living alone. So she said one of the main things she was looking for was good security. This place had 24/7 security coverage, like armed guards, all that good stuff. And the company that was the security company for this place was Pinkerton Security, which is a very well-known name. A lot of people know it. It's been around for a long time. So just to give you, an idea of how well-known Pinkerton Security is, because it's important.
Okay.
It basically dates back all the way to 1850.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. When Alan Pinkerton, who was a Scottish immigrant, opened a private investigation company, and he called that Pinkerton Detective Agency. In 1856, he actually hired the first female detective.
Yeah, he did. Go Pinkerton.
So, yeah, kind of ahead of his time. She was a widow named Kate Warren, and she apparently was amazing. And he actually respected her so much that when she died in 1868, he buried her in his family's plot.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. So, and of course, these are just like fun little sides that Alaina can never not give you.
Yeah.
So.
Also, she's speaking in the third person. That's Alaina.
Alaina.
Because sometimes people say that they get us confused and they're like, who's talking?
Hi, I'm Alaina.
Hi, I'm Ash.
So one of the most interesting facts about Pinkerton Security is they were believed to have foiled an earlier plot to assassinate Abraham Lincoln.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. In 1861, the company was in Baltimore. They were investigating, I think, some crazy, rumors about people who were sympathizing with the South in the Civil War. And you know how that all went crazy. So
Yeah, I was there.
The Civil War be crazy.
Yeah.
And so during this whole thing, they suddenly became aware of a plot to assassinate Lincoln while he was on the Whistle Stop tour.
Whistle Stop tour.
They actually warned the president, and they called on Detective Kate Warren and a bunch of other detectives to get him, the president, on an overnight train to get out of Baltimore to foil the plan.
This story sounds familiar.
It's really interesting. I had no idea. He's this company, and Alan Pinkerton is sometimes credited with coming up with the term private eye.
Oh.
And that's actually the company's logo. It was an eye in the slogan, "We never sleep."
I love that.
Yeah. So
Were they the Illuminati?
No.
Oh.
Actually, you know what? Who am I to say? Maybe
Exactly.
they are. I'm not the Illuminati, so I don't know.
Are you?
Let's move on. They were also one of the first people to create like mugshots and like come up with the idea of databases for criminals. So they're very important to like modern day law enforcement. They've been around for a long time. People trust them. People trust them rightfully.
Right.
So Jennifer Morey, she gets home. She's pretty much just immediately goes to sleep. It's pretty late. She does whatever you do before you go to sleep.
Face masks.
Me, I have some soy milk, you know. So she also locked her windows, locked her doors, did everything you're supposed to do to ensure you are safe.
She listened to our podcast.
She did. And
Oh my
she
God,
did
was
everything
somebody...
right.
Okay, never mind. I'm
So
not gonna guess.
that's the part that the fact that she did everything, you know, that she was
Right.
supposed to do to ensure that she was locked in her home that night is the part that kind of like chills me to my bones. So somewhere around 3 to 4 a.m., she woke up and she felt pressure on top of her.
No.
She quickly realized this pressure was someone on top of her.
Oh my God. Fuck that.
She then immediately feels pressure on her neck and realizes there is a man on top of her, straddling her, and that he's holding a knife to her neck.
Oh my God, no.
Again, she locked herself into that place. She
How the
searched her
fuck
home.
did he get
She
there?
locked all the shit. She did everything she was supposed to do. Jennifer's a bad bitch, and she immediately starts fighting. She's like, fuck, no.
Like, I think
Because
not.
she's like, he's trying to rape me. I need to
Yeah.
stop this. So she starts fighting. And this guy keeps telling her to be quiet and is yelling, just stop moving, Jennifer. And Jennifer,
Oh my God,
shut the
he
hell
knows
up.
her name?
Yes.
What the fuck?
Using her name.
I've heard this story before. I know I have.
Yeah, you have. And I won't say where until the end, but you'll know. But she's listening and she's like, what the fuck? He's using my name. But she's trying to place
A
who
name to
he
a
is.
voice.
Like she's
Or-
like,
yeah.
I can't recognize his voice. I don't know who this person is.
Oh
And
my God.
She said even when she was getting her brain together, like because she was woken up out of like a fog,
Right.
You know, like then this is happening. She said I still couldn't place the voice. It never became
Evident who it
recognizable to
was.
me. So she says again, he was obviously trying to rape her. So she starts screaming so loud that she woke up all 15 of her neighbors.
Yes.
Not one of them called the police.
Go fuck themselves,
It's
everyone.
like Kitty Genovese.
Yeah.
Where she was literally murdered in the middle of
an
the street
alley.
with dozens of people hearing it, watching it, and no one did it. It's the bystander effect.
That's so fucked.
And the bystander effect is one of those things we will do a podcast on
We
it because
have to.
it's fascinating. It is fascinating.
Because
that
you just
people-
assume that someone else will take care
the
of
other
it.
person's going to call. I don't need to call.
It's like when I saw that lady with the blood dripping down her
Yeah.
face. I thought that at first. I was like, someone else will
Someone will
call.
call.
And then I was like, but what if they don't?
Exactly. See? And that's what everybody needs to do. Just assume
But what if they don't?
assume no one else is going to call.
Because they're probably not going to.
So this person suddenly slices her from her right cheek down to her neck.
Oh my God.
She immediately starts pouring blood all over the bed, all over the man. I mean, she's going because she's still fighting.
Yeah.
She's still just like, I'm not just going to lay here. So after assaulting her, he took her by the hair and threw her in her bathroom and shut the door.
No. And he like knows his way around her house?
Yeah.
Okay, fuck that.
And he tells her to stay in there and don't move or I'll kill you on the spot. So Jennifer took a washcloth and immediately put pressure onto her neck wound because it was a huge wound on her neck. And then she uses her legs and back to like jam herself against the door and puts her legs up against the bathtub.
So she
kind
can
of like
keep it
wedge
closed.
herself in there. And then she's just because she's like, I don't know if he's coming in. I don't know what's happening. Like, what was his plan?
Right.
So she waited and waited and waited. And she finally hears him zip up his pants. And then she hears silence.
Oh my God.
So she just waits and waits for what seems like a billion years. Finally, she gets the courage to try to open the door because she's like, I got to get a phone. I have to call 911.
Yeah.
So she puts her hand on the knob and attempts to turn it. Well, she can't because her hands are so bloody that she can't get a grip on the knob. And also, she had pressed herself so hard against the door in an attempt to stop
It
him
was so stuck.
that she jammed it. It wasn't even locked.
no.
It was like she just jammed it.
At least she did.
So she even says that she started laughing because she was like, I have fought so hard
That I
and
literally
this is
jammed
how I'm
this
going to
fucking-
die. Like I'm
Oh.
going to die because I can't open the door. Like she said, she just was like, what the fuck? Like,
my
are
God.
you kidding me? So she finally is able to wash her hands off and she uses a towel to get a grip on the knob and pull it open. She gets out. She tries the lights. Lights are dead.
No.
She tries the landline. phones are dead.
And no.
So she quickly finds her cell phone, not knowing where the intruder is or if and when he's coming back for her.
I need a deep breath.
Right? She grabs her cell, brings it into the bathroom, and it's working. It's charged.
thank
so she's
God.
like, so she calls 911.
Because it's probably like a Zach Morris phone.
Exactly, because you forget it's 1995. These were the huge ones. That
I don't remember.
You could kill someone with that phone, I'm sure. So
Blunt force trauma to the head with the phone.
Literally. So dispatcher Richard Everett just started his first shift at 4 a.m. and he answered this call. She explained everything, and he told her, keep pressure on it, keep a clean washcloth on it, and he was just comforting her. And she said he was amazing. Like he brought her right to a place where she could think straight.
Okay, good.
He kept saying, you're doing fine. Are you cut anywhere else? And she said, all I know is my neck. So he helped her find out if she was cut anywhere else, which she wasn't. And he kept talking to her. She said he literally kept her sane and calm with his just like demeanor and warmth.
I can't even like put
Like
myself
an
in
angel
her
on earth.
headspace.
Yeah, like, and this guy is literally an angel on earth. So 10 minutes of him talking to her and telling her the police are on their way. The ambulance is on their way. They're coming to you. Stay with me. Like, just talk to me. And he's telling her, like, don't talk too much. Just give me small answers because I don't want you using a lot of air and a lot of voice. But suddenly she hears a knock at the door.
No.
So she tells Richard, somebody's knocking.
The bathroom door or her house door?
Apartment door.
Okay.
So she goes, there's somebody at the actual front door. And she said, what do I do? And he was like, ask who it is. So she says, who is it? The guy at the door yells that his name is Brian Gibson, and he's the night security guard from Pinkerton on duty.
Okay.
And he says he just got attacked by a guy who jumped off her balcony, and he just wants to know if she's okay. And he's like, please let me in. There's blood out here. Are you okay? I saw him jump off your balcony.
Right.
He attacked me. What's going on? Are you hurt? So she tells Richard, she's like, oh, it's the security guard. He's checking on me. Mm-hmm. And Richard said, don't open that door. And she's like, well, why? Like, he's the security guard. Like, I need to, what the hell? So he goes, you know what? We haven't notified your building about this attack yet. And I know he's saying he saw someone jump off there, but I just don't feel like you should open that door.
About this.
It's literally gut instinct. He's saying, just don't open the door. Okay. I don't feel good about it. Don't do it. So she's like, okay,
I also don't feel good about it.
So she tells Brian, no, I'm not letting you in. He's starting to get more like, he's
frantic.
Yeah, and he's saying, I just want to help you. Like, let me in. I'm the security guard. Like, I know somebody came out there. Did they hurt you?
Also, like, I have the help I need. Thanks.
Exactly.
Bye.
And he's like, are you hurt? Can I help you? Can I call 911? Can I do anything?
No, I'm good. Thanks. Bye.
So she's telling him, I'm fine. The cops are on their way. And he says, I know I can hear the sirens, but let me in.
No.
And she's starting to wonder, like, should I maybe he is really? And so but Richard says, I'm sorry, please don't let him in that door.
Yes, Richard.
And Richard's like, I know this seems like counterintuitive to what we want, but I just don't think it's right. So she said she trusted Richard, but she was so worried. She kept saying to him, I'm really worried about the amount of blood I'm losing. Like, she was like, it's spraying everywhere. I'm worried. Like, I need
so
someone.
Many fucking things in your neck.
Yeah, and she kept telling him that, like, I'm really scared about this amount of blood, but he kept soothing her and told her, just listen to me. They are right on your street.
Okay.
So knocking gets harder and harder. He's still wanting to be letting in. She's worried now because it seems like he might actually be trying to help her. She hears the sirens now. And Richard starts saying, they're in your complex. They're coming. Like, they're right there. So now it's silent at the door. He stopped trying to knock on the door and get in.
Right.
So the cops and ambulance arrive, and they meet with Brian Gibson. He goes out to meet them.
Okay.
Like, he doesn't run away. And he went right up to them. He's bleeding from a wound on his right hand. He's kind of disheveled. There's blood on his face and on his uniform.
Okay.
And he tells police he was patrolling because he's the night guard on duty. And he just witnessed a man jump down from Jennifer's balcony, which was on the second floor. And he said the man immediately attacked him when he attempted to engage the guy. Mm-hmm. And he said he managed to wrestle him to the ground, but then the guy ran off into the woods after slicing him with the knife.
Okay.
So he says he immediately ran up to check on Jennifer because that's where the guy was coming from. but she wouldn't let him in, and he was worried that she was really hurt.
Okay.
So they're like, okay, like, thank you for telling us what's going on. So they're like, you stay here. We're going to go try to get in there. You know, thanks for your help. You're great.
Right.
And they look, and and I think it was like around 6 a.m. at this point, or like nearing 6 a.m. So it is starting to get a little light out. And they kind of shine the light over to where he says the guy ran, and there's just no evidence that anyone ran over there. No footprints, no disturbed grass, no blood, nothing. And there's really no evidence that anyone jumped from a balcony.
Because that would, you would definitely find evidence of that.
And now they're suspecting, like, something's weird here. So they kind of detain Brian. They're like, why don't you sit with us? And they go in to get Jennifer out of the apartment into an ambulance. Now, just as a little side, when Jennifer got to the hospital, because they did get in there, they did get her, it was determined that that cut had missed her right jugular vein by only a couple of millimeters.
Oh my God. And that would have totally killed her.
100%. It was so deep that doctors said they literally have no explanation why the nerves that control her facial muscles weren't severed. They were like, we don't know how that happened. And the knife also caught the corner of her right eye, but somehow missed her eyeball.
Wow.
Yeah. And it also caught a gold chain that her mother had given her for her high school graduation. And if it hadn't hit that chain, the blade might have pierced her larynx.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
This girl is like...
She really is.
Wow.
So she said, quote, there was a series of little miracles that prevented me from dying.
100%.
So that's the happy part, is we know she gets out of this.
Wow. Yes, Jennifer. I feel like, I don't know why, but I'm just picturing Sydney Prescott.
Right? She does.
I don't know why.
She has Sydney Final Girl vibes.
Yeah, Final Girl vibes. Exactly.
So when the cops enter her apartment, they see blood everywhere. It's just all over the place. And they start searching around after they get her out into the ambulance. And they find a pair of men's underwear.
Okay.
A bloody knife, and a Pinkerton security hat. He straight up Hansel and Gretel'd that scene. Like, he left bloody breadcrumbs all the way. He was like, here.
He left his security
Here's
hat?
my underwear. Here's the weapon of attempted murder. And here's my security cap. It literally just leads right over to him. Like, why did you leave in such a hurry? So they go back to Brian. And they ask him to take his shirt off. They're like, hey, take your shirt off, please. And he's like, I just wanted to help her. I'm just here to help. And they're like, yeah, you can take your shirt off real quick. So he does. And there are scratch marks and defensive marks all over his torso. Him. They also check and see he's missing his underwear.
Like,
and
bro.
He had also shaved down there to prevent leaving any hair.
Oh.
So he planned this and was prepared to rape her. And probably kill her.
Jesus Christ.
And he was missing his security hat.
Duh.
So.
What a moron.
Unbelievable. Like, why did you leave in such a hurry? You threw her in the bathroom. Why didn't you just gather all your stuff?
Right.
It's very bizarre.
I mean, I'm glad you didn't, but like, really?
But it's just very bizarre. So the cops say he was, one, coming back to get all his shit that he left there. And two, he was coming back to probably finish her off.
Uh-huh.
Which is horrifying. The security guard, obviously, was the attacker.
Right.
This is how he was.
What?
I know. This is how he was also able to say Jennifer during the attack. He knew who lived in that apartment. He knew everything, how to get in there. He knew everything about it.
Oh.
This episode is brought to you by SoFi, the all-in-one finance app where you can bank, borrow, and invest all in one place. Let's talk about bank accounts for a second. The average bank savings rate is 0.39% in interest. You're earning pennies on your savings, and it doesn't have to be that way. But with SoFi's high-yield checkings and savings, the money barely making moves sitting in your savings account can earn over 8 times the national average savings rate with eligible direct deposit. No account or overdraft fees. We love transparency. You can get your paycheck up to 2 days early, plus get up to a $300 welcome bonus when you sign up with eligible direct deposit. Sign up for SoFi checking and savings at SoFi.com/morbid. SoFi checking and savings is offered through SoFi Bank, N.A., member FDIC. Terms apply. This is a paid ad by BetterHelp. I happen to be somebody that struggles with people pleasing. So a lot of times I will build things up and up and up and up and up and then kind of get to the point where I'm like, I need to let this out to this person. Even in 2026, that stigma and just stigma in general can get in the way of a lot of things, like getting support for your mental health. Maybe you've encouraged friends to consider therapy while avoiding taking that first step yourself because you're busy. You're worried about what other people might think, or telling yourself that you should handle this all alone. But therapy with BetterHelp, the world's largest online therapy platform, can be a space to slow down and talk through what's been building before it feels unmanageable. Just take a short questionnaire to identify your needs and preferences, and BetterHelp will handle the initial therapist matching work for you. Their industry-leading match rate means BetterHelp typically gets it right the first time. Feel confident knowing BetterHelp therapists work according to a strict code of conduct and are fully qualified. Don't let hesitation hold you back. Find support with BetterHelp. Sign up and get 10% off at betterhelp.com/morbid. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/morbid. Every good detective needs a partner to support them on important cases. Think of a State Farm agent like your sidekick, there to help you along the way in your search for coverage. State Farm can help you choose the coverage you need, whether it's for your home, car, boat, or even RV. With so many options, it's nice knowing you have help finding what fits for you so you can get back to solving all of life's bigger cases. Go to statefarm.com or use the award-winning app to connect with a local agent and get a quote. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hi, Ryan Reynolds here for Mint Mobile. Are you looking for a beach read this summer? May I suggest your big wireless bill? It's got suspense, mystery, a slightly flat, emotional arc, and a shocking twist where you realize you've been overpaying the entire time. Fortunately, though, Mint's story is better. Every plan, $15 a month, even unlimited. That's it. Happy ending, zero tears.
Give it a try at mintmobile.com/save.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12-month plan required. $15 per month equivalent. Taxes and fees extra. Initial plan term only. Greater than 50 gigabytes may slow when network is busy. See terms.
You've tried melatonin, the white noise machine, the blackout curtains, the magnesium, and you're sleeping fine. Not great, just fine. At some point, you have to consider the 4-year-old pillow is doing more damage than the magnesium is fixing. Coop Sleep Goods is running a bundle sale July 9th through the 20th. The starter bundle is the move. 2 pillows plus a sheet set, 40% off. And we're not saying it'll fix everything. We're just saying you've tried everything else. Coop's pillows are adjustable, designed to fit how you sleep, not just tolerate it. Mix and match any 2 pillows at 25% off or go all in on the starter bundle. One real upgrade beats 6 mediocre ones. Head to coopsleepgoods.com/comedy. That's COOP sleepgoods.com/comedy for 40% off the starter bundle and 25% off all other bundles.
It was also discovered that he had a lot of complaints lodged against him in the 3 years that he worked for Pinkerton, and probably shouldn't have worked for the company to begin with.
Oh, no.
His name was Brian Wayne Gibson. He was 26 years old.
Jeez.
He had started working for the security company in 1992, and he was there for 3 years. He was removed from 2 separate assignments for getting in arguments with people.
Mm-hmm.
And his final reassignment was after a client complaint at a construction site. Apparently, he had used the client's vehicle without their permission. There were no charges filed against him, but they just instead of doing anything about this,
They just kept transferring
Pinkerton
him.
just transferred him to the night shift at Bayou Park, where tons of young women lived alone.
Yeah, like, that's cool.
So they were like,
dude.
"You're very unreliable and kind of skeevy and doing like bad things.
Let's put you on a super important shift.
Let's put you on the night shift where you can just prowl around where young women live." Like, are you kidding me?
Stupidest idea ever.
So Jennifer says, quote, "I think he was a sexual criminal who was put into a situation like a kid in a candy shop, and that he used that opportunity to pick his favorite flavor of candy."
Wow. That's
Which
a
is like-
metaphor.
Yeah, Jennifer.
You right.
Jennifer ended up filing a lawsuit against the security company.
Yeah, she
Pinkerton.
did.
And while her and her lawyer were going through the whole suit and researching everything, they found out that there was a lot of other Pinkerton guards that have gone bad.
Oh, shit.
Texas state records show that between 1991 and 1995, about 130 Pinkerton guards were convicted of felonies.
130?
Yeah.
felonies.
between 1991 and 1995.
Wow.
So that's
That's
kind
a
of terrifying.
4-year span.
Now, again, I'm not trying to like smear Pinkerton here because they have gotten their shit together, I think, with like
hope
updated
so.
databases and stuff like that and better background checks and stuff. But there was a moment where it didn't look like that.
Like, were they just hiring like any Tom, Dick, and Harry that walked down the street?
Well, just to give a little bit of an insight into it, in August 1992, a 15-year-old El Paso girl was walking home from a movie one night, and she was on the sidewalk. She ended up getting cut off by a car by a man wearing a Pinkerton security uniform. There was witnesses that say that this guy flashed a badge at her, handcuffed her, and threw her in his car.
What the fuck?
He then drove her to the desert where he raped her before shooting her in the back of the head.
Oh my God.
Like at point blank range. Somehow she lived.
What?
And she was able to crawl back to a highway and somebody picked her up. The guy was arrested and convicted of attempted capital murder, and he's currently serving life in prison. He was a Pinkerton security guard. And they said just a routine check would have let Pinkerton know that at the time, El Paso County prosecutor Robin Bramblett said, quote, at the time, Scott, I think his name was Kenneth Wayne Scott. Scott was a parolee on federal firearms charges. He had a number of prior convictions out of Florida and another state that were easily accessible had anyone bothered to look.
Like, why wouldn't you
Like,
bother
why-
to look?
A security guard. Like, that should be your number one priority is they're not
Right.
a felon.
Like, you give them handcuffs. and,
Literally,
like,
you give them complete power. They're
like-
like a police officer.
yeah.
And I mean, there's such high standards for police officers. Like, why wouldn't security guards be the same?
Right.
Another one on January 3rd, 1993, this guy and a few of his friends were out drinking. Then they randomly decided to rob a nearby convenience store.
You know.
During the whole thing, a 59-year-old clerk named Lenora Tetzman and a customer, 20-year-old Todd Thompson, were shot to death. They ended up following this whole thing to a 20-year-old guy named Christopher L. Jones's place, who was a young Pinkerton security guard. He was one of the shooters. He was sentenced to life in prison.
Wow.
Yeah.
So did all these like shitbags get together and say like, you know who we should go work for?
Pinkerton
Let's
Security.
go work for Pinkerton.
Yeah.
I hear they'll hire anybody.
And it's like, and I think there's something around like 4,000 or something close to that Pinkerton guards in Texas that are licensed and are not felons. You know what I mean? Like, this is not like they're all felons and they're all bad.
Right.
It's
No,
like,
of course not.
there just seemed to be a little bit of a like lack in the background check. And it's also just a lesson of like, who can you trust really? Like,
Nobody.
And just to put it out there, apparently it can be tough to keep track of security guards as a whole because they tend not to last too long at the job. The turnover rate can be around 50% in a year.
Wow.
That's a lot of turnover and a lot of people to keep track of. But this was also back in like 1999 that this was a real problem. Now they've integrated a computer system that better keeps track of the people they're putting in charge of security. So they have upped their shit.
Like, cool, thanks. Appreciate it.
Like, thank you. Morey's attorney, B.J. Walter Jr., who was helping her with the lawsuit against Pinkerton, said that basically it was poor background checks and inadequate psychological screening for their employees that was to blame here. He says Brian Gibson just lied on his employment application and nobody looked.
I mean, obviously.
He said, quote, the guy was supposed to have stability in his employment. The guy was supposed to have a minimum of a high school diploma or GED. He didn't. And they didn't check up on him to find out that he didn't.
Oh, wow.
So even something as like innocuous as that, he didn't even have a GED.
Right.
And that's the minimum
Typically, you
requirement.
look into that.
Yeah. Their psychological testing at the time, when he was hired, they used the Minnesota Multiphasic Inventory, which is a psychological exam that's geared towards pointing out character flaws.
Okay.
But The test is supposed to be 500 plus questions. Mm-hmm. They were using an abbreviated one with only 168 questions.
I'm sorry, how many questions is it supposed to be?
500 plus.
Oh, okay.
So in a 1997 deposition, the psychologist that actually works for Pinkerton actually said, his name is Arthur C. LeBlanc. He actually said, quote, "The short version doesn't measure everything. It doesn't give you enough data to make an informed decision about a potential employee, and it gives potential clients a false sense of security." So their own psychologist that works for the company was like, yeah, this doesn't tell us anything.
So then what the fuck is the point of even doing it?
Well, luckily now they use a test called the Stanton survey, and apparently that's a little better, I guess, of a screening tool, so that's been taken care of.
Uh-huh.
So after this whole shebang happened, Brian was arrested, but he ended up only getting 20 years for attempted murder.
That's it?
He's on parole now in Texas.
What about the attempted rape, too?
Well, I don't know. I don't even know if it was attempted rape. I couldn't find it anywhere whether that was
Just
actually
attempted murder?
But either way, attempted murder, he got 20 years, and he's on parole now in Texas.
What the fuck?
Yes. Now, because of this and because of the entire experience to begin with, Jennifer obviously had a tough time moving on at first.
Duh.
2 weeks after the attack, she was completely moved out of her apartment. She just up and left.
Yeah, see ya. Thank you.
And
Goodbye.
she ended up moving in with her mother for a bit. She said she had trouble even leaving her mother's side for a while, and
I don't
the
blame
paranoia
her.
was like crippling. She said she would call 911 at the slightest thing, like if her cat made a noise, she would call 911. She also just trolled the house all night and said she just didn't sleep.
I would never sleep again.
Yeah.
How could you?
She eventually did move forward, though, because I think it was like her brother or something like pulled her aside and was like, you gotta
Like,
move
you're gonna
on.
go
You gotta
crazy."
get it together. And she became the director of trauma support services in North Texas. And she's also done a ton of speaking engagements where she tells her story and how she survived it.
Good for her.
She got married, and when she got married, her husband was actually one that encouraged her to open her own law firm.
Oh.
And also, when she got married, Richard, the 911 dispatcher, was at her wedding.
Shut the fuck up.
I know.
I love that.
Because they're still good friends.
Because
Like, they
he
remain.
saved her life, sorta.
He literally did. I mean,
Like-
his gut instinct to say, do not open that door. You can't, I would never be able to say whether I would have that instinct.
No.
Like, that they,
Wow.
everything that
Oh
he
my
had that
God,
instinct.
I love him, and I love Jennifer.
Right? And so her husband, like I said, encouraged her to open her own law firm. She did. And it focuses on family law in Fort Worth, Texas. It's still up and running today, has stellar reviews. She's like killing it.
I love that.
And her last quote that I just want to say is, quote, "I have a theory that the Jennifer Morey that existed on April 15th, 1995 died, and that a new one had to come out of that."
Yes, girl.
Isn't that amazing?
Wow, I'm really glad that had a happy ending.
I know, right? I felt good about it.
I loved that.
I wanted to give a little more history into Pinkerton and all that.
Yeah, you did.
So I thought that was a pretty feel-good mini.
I liked that a lot.
Thanks.
Thank you. I'm
You're
so glad that
welcome.
Richard was at her wedding.
I know. I love that.
I'm not going to sleep tonight, though, so thanks a lot.
I know.
Doesn't even matter if I lock my fucking windows or my shit.
Well, you know, not disparaging security guards or anything like that. This just happened to be a very bad apple.
Yeah.
You know, there's
Worms and all.
also crazy autopsy techs, I'm sure, that have done. Actually, there's stories of people like taking home bodies and shit. So
Wow. I wonder if there's crazy hairstylists. I mean, there are crazy
100%.
hairstylists.
I wonder. If
But
it's
like, I
crazy.
wonder if there's like murderous hairstylists. Like, that maybe I'll find that for
I
my
was
next
gonna
mini
say,
episode.
Try to find one for a mini.
I will.
So yeah.
Well, thanks guys for listening.
Thanks for listening to the story of Jennifer Morey,
That was a good
that
one.
badass surviving boss.
I really liked that one.
Yeah, it's nice.
Well, guys, if you want to enjoy more of our stories, keep listening to us. And if you want to see the fun things we post, you can go ahead and do that on Instagram at.
Morbid podcast.
You could also follow us on Twitter.
A morbid podcast.
Join our Facebook page.
Morbid : a true crime podcast, and join the group
It's the
because
best thing ever.
it is so much fun. I love it so much, you guys. You have no idea.
I love it so much. I have to figure out how to answer things as myself and not as Morbid.
I never know when.
I don't know when I'm.
So I
which
just
one I
answer
am.
it, and sometimes it's Morbid, sometimes it's me.
Cool.
So I say just go for it and see what happens.
All right. You could also send us a Gmail.
Morbidpodcast@gmail.com.
If you really, really feel so inclined, you could donate to our Patreon at
patreon.com/morbidpodcast.
And you could also go check out our website that my lovely co-host so greatly designed at
morbidpodcast.com. And funny little aside, last episode you said go visit the co-host that Alaina designed.
Did I really?
Yes. And somebody was like, I had no idea that Ash was designed by you.
I mean, I essentially was.
Oh, funny.
So yeah, do that. And we hope you keep listening.
And we hope you
Keep
it
weird. But not so weird that you become a security guard just to go ahead and like break into some lady's house and be like, quiet, Jennifer. And then she fucking locks herself in the bathroom. And guess what? She fucking jams the door. And guess what? Richard is the best, but don't keep it that weird as the guy. Bye.
Don't do it. Also, go Jennifer.
Go, Jennifer.
Bye.
Bye, bye, bye.
Looking to scale your outcomes beyond search and social? Realize is Taboola's AI-powered performance platform, driving incremental growth by engaging high-intent users across a global network of 600 million daily active users on premium websites. Reach and convert your audience on premium websites and placements where your customers actually spend their time. For more information and to create your account today, go to realize.com/podcast. You've tried melatonin, the white noise machine, the blackout curtains, the magnesium, and you're sleeping fine. Not great, just fine. At some point, you have to consider the 4-year-old pillow is doing more damage than the magnesium is fixing. Coop Sleep Goods is running a bundle sale July 9th through the 20th. The starter bundle is the move. 2 pillows plus a sheet set, 40% off. And we're not saying it'll fix everything. We're just saying you've tried everything else. Coop's pillows are adjustable, designed to fit how you sleep, not just tolerate it. Mix and match any 2 pillows at 25% off or go all in on the starter bundle. One real upgrade beats 6 mediocre ones. Head to coopsleepgoods.com/comedy. That's COOP sleepgoods.com/comedy for 40% off the starter bundle and 25% off all other bundles.